BBN Jack Frost, what's up, party people? How's everybody doing today? I hope everybody had a beautiful day so far, beautiful morning. As usual, I need to plug the damn computer in. I don't know why I forget. I think I forget because every time I plug the computer in, I keep hearing about how shiny my face is. I can't be shiny and Danny Glove at the same time. You gotta pick one. Okay, hold on. Oh man, I got some funny shit to tell y'all. All right, so before we even get into the show, I want to tell you about this funny shit that happened, right? A couple of things I want to say real quick. I want everybody to get clear real quick. Don't allow other people to determine your mood. Don't allow other people to be able to manipulate the way that you feel. Let me tell you about some weirdo shit that happened. This is some personal shit, just if y'all want to hear. So everybody know I got problems with my landlord or whatever, right? Personally, I don't know what his issue is. I mean, the only problem I can see him actually having is I don't want to be friends with him because I don't do nothing to the guy. I avoid the guy. I don't say nothing to the guy, and I mind my business. Literally mind my business. He's like one of the main reasons why I don't talk to anybody in my neighborhood damn near. All right, so check this out. So, you know what people do? I'm going to tell you real quick. This is just all the interlude before we get into the actual show. All right, I'm giving people opportunity to get here. So you want to know what people do? People do this. They do a couple of different things to try to manipulate you, right? What they'll do is they'll see you coming and they'll talk loud about you on purpose in order to try to create an argument. So then when you get upset and you say something, they could point at people. They could tell the people, see, told you he was crazy. You feel me? After they done said something to trigger you. You feel me? Another thing that they like to do is a person, what they'll do is you'll be walking past them, they'll be talking to somebody, and they'll talk really loud and try to give the impression like they're talking about you in order to trigger you. You know what people do when they can't trigger you? They swear you scared. If they can't trigger you, they, oh man, that guy gotta be a pussy because you didn't get triggered. I'm gonna advise everyone of this. Don't get triggered. So the other day I'm walking home. I'm walking into where I live. My landlord is outside talking to a next door neighbor. He's with like 2 or 3 people. I don't know them though. He's talking at regular voice, and as I get closer, he starts talking real loud about somebody doing something at 5 a.m. in the morning. I don't know what the fuck he's talking about. I'm sleep at 5. I wake up at 6. I cannot be up at 5 a.m. in the morning. I wake up at 6. I can't be awake at 5 a.m. in the morning. I'm just telling you. So while I'm walking past, he's like talking bad shit. And as I can't hear because I got headphones in. I mean I can hear, but I can't hear. You understand what I'm saying? You know how when shit is just in the background. So while I'm walking and he sees I'm just not caring, he starts yelling even louder, just fucked up shit. You understand what I'm saying? I say all this to say that. Say this. Don't allow people to trigger you. Some people, they just mad because they upset at the way other people love you. Some people are mad because they just cannot manipulate you and get you to do the things they want you to do. Some people are basically mad because you are not their slave. Period. So please, do not allow people to trigger you. Please don't do that. If they trigger you, they are winning. He's always hating on me. Shit is retarded. He's upstairs screaming right now. If they trigger you, they are winning. If somebody do some weirdo shit to you to get you upset, they want you to get upset right then at that moment because they got a plan for you. They got a plan for you. So whenever I see somebody trying to get me upset right at that moment, I try my best to walk away and ignore it. I don't care if I could beat them in a fight. I don't care if I'm right. I don't care about none of that. If you're trying to trigger me right now for whatever the reason is, you got a plan for my life. It might not be some shit I like. Let's go through Border Coffee awards real quick. That shit was just so funny yesterday. I just had to share that. That shit was just so funny. Like, what in the hell? I don't even know what his problem is, to be honest with you. I honestly, if you speak to anybody in my neighborhood, they'll tell you I don't even talk to nobody. They be like, yo, why don't you talk to nobody? I don't talk to nobody. There's like 3 or 4 people in my neighborhood I talk to. Other than that, I just mind my business. I don't mean no harm to nobody. But at the end of the day, if I see you talking to my enemy and you cool with somebody that I know that hate me, I'm probably just not gonna deal with you. Like on some real shit. Yo, shout out to let's go do morning roll call. Yo, what up, Wayno? How you doing this morning? Wayno says peace, Jack Frost and the BBN family. What up, Majesty? Haven't seen you in a dumb long time. What up, A member? I seen you pop in like twice in the last couple of months. I hope this sticks this time. I don't know. What up, Natasha Johnson? How you doing? Natasha Johnson says, good morning. I was on episode 6 of Infamous, the Tekashi 6ix9ine story. How do you like it, Tekashi? I want to know. How do you like it, Natasha? I want to know what you think about it. Pardon me. I'm still a little under the weather. I got to pardon me. Well, and it's not the corona. I have had no beer. What up, Natasha Johnson? Tell me what you think about it. I want to know what you think about it. What up, Troll City King Troll? How you doing this morning? He says, morning, BBN and Frost. Morning coffee is the best. I appreciate you, my dude. That's a fact. What up, Shape? They need to get me a coat. Some corporation need to pick us up. We already got perfect branding. Name of the show is Morning Coffee. Somebody need to pick us up, move me into the studio, get me a co-host. Then we get like a panel that drops through every now and then, and we just talk mess about stuff. That's a whole win. I'm telling you right now. I've already did all the branding. Let's go. What up, Super Hood? How you doing? Liberty Hazelton, salute, my brother. Liberty Hazelton says BBN Frost, salute. Rise and grind. Let's get it, y'all. That's a whole fact. You feel me? What up, Black Wolf, Lex BS, Big Hats. Said Big Hats was getting some I wasn't doing. I'm asleep at 5 in the morning, homie. I wake up at 6. The only time I'm awake at 5 is if I'm like I have sometimes like I get insomnia and shit like that every once in a while. So unless that's happening, I'm asleep. I wake up at 6 every day, Monday through Sunday. At least that's when my alarm goes off. But I base sometimes I do wake up like at 5:30, a quarter to 6, right before the alarm. Anyway, what up, Rio Martinez? Rio says, blessing, folks. Good morning. Hit the like on the way in. It's free and it's appreciated. Let's get it. What up, James S? He says, morning, BB and DZ. How you doing this morning, DZ? What up, Rue Jones? What up, Endo, aka Papa Doe? He says, top of the morning, Frost, Shot Town checking in. By the way, just call me Endo. There you go. You already let me know what it was. Appreciate you, Endo. I could tell you watch the show. What up, James Dean? Rio says, Jack was good, bro. Hope all is good back in. Yeah, we good. I usually have a morning meeting with my staff, but I wasn't able to have it this morning because I can't even get into it. Anyway, what up, James Dean, Shay Lacey, Shy Murder? Me and Shy Murder linking today. We linking today, baby girl. That's a whole fact. I'm feeling better. I wasn't feeling well yesterday. I ain't gonna lie to you. What up, Miss Juicy Reviews? How you doing? Nostalgic Kid. Who else we got up in here? First Class Supreme. Salute. First Class Supreme. Salute Wheezy Radio. Salute Billy London. Shout out to everybody over there across seas, across the pond that fucks with the BBN. Even shout out to the people that don't fuck with the BBN. Just don't shout out to the people that's doing things in order to hurt the BBN. Even the people that don't know who we are, shout out to them. But not a shout out to the ones that's trying to destroy us for no reason, if they exist. Miss Juicy Review says, I think most content creators have insomnia. Well, I'm going to say it like this. All right, so there's a couple of tricks in the trade to be able to work the algorithm, right? So I'm not going to say too much because I help people a lot on YouTube, and it seems like the more people I help and try to tell people like things that can possibly help you if these are stuff that you want to do, the more people I get that hate me. So I'm be honest with you, I just don't really want to give too much more information on things that could be beneficial. Like there's a ton of things I could do over here to get the numbers and everything else up. I'm just trying to work on something other than what we're doing right now. Anyway, oh, Natasha Johnson also said it's captivating. I didn't want to stop. I like how they start from the very beginning. Everything you told us is the way it is. Shout out to Complex and Spotify. Natasha Johnson is talking about the Tekashi 6ix9ine. He's talking about the Complex podcast on Spotify. Let me show y'all a clip of show y'all a graphic of it real quick so you can get real caught up on what I'm about to say. Hold on. Sean Sataro. Ooh, what the hell? Okay. God dang it. But I am not going to objectify women, so I will not be showing you what I was just looking at. Damn it. I'm trying to tell you what's going on. What the hell? Hold on. What am I doing now again? Dang it. What is happening? Anyway, hold on. Hold on. I can't stop laughing at this shit. That shit was fine as hell. Hold on. So this is the jump off. Hold on. What the hell? She was just fine. I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't gonna lie. I mean, I ain't gonna lie, man. Anyway, I don't want to talk about it. So this is the picture. This is the show we're actually talking about. It's on Spotify. Go check it out. I hate opening up IG. This is Spotify. Go check it out. It's called Infamous, the Tekashi 6ix9ine story. It's on Spotify. That's what we're speaking on. And I just want to point something out that Natasha Johnson says, and she says it's captivating. I didn't want to stop it. It is good. Go check it out. It's narrated by the legendary Angie Martinez. So she says it's captivating. I didn't want to stop. She also says I like how they start from the beginning to end, and then she says everything you told us is the way it is. Thank you very much, Natasha Johnson. Yes. All of those YouTube channels, all of this time that was busy saying that I did not know what I was talking about and I was wrong. Guess who was wrong? They were wrong. We had an actual media company. If you can say what you want about me, but we had an actual media company also go investigate that has that has 1,000 times the resources that I have, and they came up basically with the same shit I got. So I don't know what to tell you. I keep trying to. That's what. Shout out to Queens, New York, with the what we call that? We call that the Platinum Drive. Shout out to Queens, New York with the Platinum Drive. She's Queens, New York says you a real dude. Keep it up. One day we will link. Don't pay no attention to those dudes. You help. Don't pay no attention to those dudes you help. That comes with the success. That's a fact. Appreciate you, Queens, New York. Yo, Queens, New York, the haters are coming for you, by the way. They're gonna be hitting your DMs. They're gonna be emailing you. The haters are coming for you right now. I'm just letting you know, Queens, New York. You just telling you what you signed up for. All right, so I just want to point that out though. If you literally listen to the information that Complex acquired, is basically everything that I had already been telling y'all. Y'all need to be interested on what's the next story I'm gonna fucking dip my foot into and go like I did with that one. That's what y'all need to be interested in. See what's next story you could piggyback off of me, rat bastards that was hating. Anyway, Juicy Review says, indeed, a fact, everything you spoke about did come to pass, which definitely all true. Plus, I got into a few arguments over things discussed. Shy Murder said, man, listen, if Angie said your name, best believe your sources is verified. That was a mic drop moment, by the way, for everybody that didn't get what I was doing. Anyway, let's get into what our actual story of today is, and that is DaBaby. We're actually discussing DaBaby today. Yes, we are doing Taxstone. We are discussing DaBaby today and DaBaby situation, and we're discussing it for a couple of different reasons, by the way. One of the main reasons why we're discussing DaBaby situation is because it turns out DaBaby hit the wrong person. I'm gonna say that again. One of the main reasons why today we're discussing the baby situation is because DaBaby hit the wrong person. Yeah, the person, the woman DaBaby hit is not the woman who put that in his face. I want to know who the woman that put it in his face is. I want to know who the woman that accidentally hit him in the face with the phone. You want to know why I want to know who that woman is? Because I'm telling you right now, if that woman was attractive, he knew who hit him. And he hit the wrong person on purpose. I don't think that's what happened, though. I don't think he purposely hit the wrong person. But I mean, we all seen that movie, right? We all seen that movie where the one guy is like, yes, I want all the smoke, and then there's the littler person over there, and then the guy's like, yeah, it's all your fault. We all seen that movies that do that. This is type of the same situation. You get hit by the woman that's extremely attractive, and you're like, oh man, I might want to smash. It's all your fault, and hit the next chick that's standing next to her. So, all right, let me play y'all what the girl actually says first before we go any further. Shout out to the Shade Room, by the way. Shout out to the Shade Room and TMZ. Um, they got just there's tags all over this damn photo. There's tags all over this photo. This is not my shit. Shout out. Shout out to the Shade Room and to TMZ in whatever order. I mean, I don't care. Whichever order. I mentioned both of them. Give me 1 second, Rastafari. Top of my right cheekbone, it was like hurting, like it was tender. So I did go to the hospital, and I was diagnosed with a contusion, to my cheekbone. He still made a joke about it, like the top of my right cheekbone, it was like hurting, like it was tender. So I did go to the hospital, and I was diagnosed with a contusion, to my cheekbone. He still made a joke. Okay, first she said he hit like a bitch. I didn't say it. She said it. That's one. Oh man, you just mentioned something to a tragedy. But she just said he hit like a bitch. Send me the link. Send me the link, Rastafari. Send me the link. Send me something. Josie Harris, who has 3 children with Floyd Mayweather, was found dead at her home in Valencia, California on Monday night, TMZ has confirmed. Law enforcement sources tell us officials were called to the home around 9:30 p.m. and when they arrived, they found 40-year-old Harris unresponsive in her car. She was pronounced dead at the scene. We're told there does not appear to be any foul play and the case is being tried as a death investigation as opposed to a homicide probe. Josie had a tumultuous relationship with Mayweather. He was convicted of attacking her back in 2010 domestic violence incident and later served 2 months behind bars. Harris claimed she was abused on 6 different occasions, but the criminal case was centered around September 2010 incident when Harris claimed Floyd entered her Vegas home while she slept, pulled her hair, and then attacked her in front of their children. Harris claims her oldest son, Corin, snuck out of the home and alerted a security guard to call police. Years later, Mayweather denied the violent allegations during an interview with Katie Couric, saying, "Did I restrain a woman that was on drugs? Yes, I did. If they say that's domestic violence, then you know what? I'm guilty. I'm guilty of restraining someone." Harris was outraged by the interview and later sued Mayweather for more than $20 million for defamation. The case is still ongoing. Harris reportedly dated Mayweather from 1995 to 2010 and was an aspiring actress. I don't see anything about children. And three of wow. Okay, hold on. Um, I think this is just something I do. I don't know how many other people do this, but I always go and get verifications from 3 or 4 other sources. Everybody, I think this is Larry Brown that used to be the coach in the NFL in NBA. Hold on. Hold on. We are absolutely gonna get back to the baby jokes, but for time being, we're gonna discuss this matter. Um, Jose Harris, the ex-girlfriend of Floyd Mayweather and mother of 3 of the boxing champion's children, have died. I don't see anywhere where it says the children are injured, just that she passed away. I don't see anything saying anything about the children. Thankfully, I don't see anything about the children. Obviously, I just found out about this now. I have to look a lot deeper into whatever the hell this is going on. I don't have the slightest idea currently. This is obviously a ongoing investigation. We'll find out more about what's happening. My condolences go out to Mayweather, her family, Josie. Pardon me, I want to make sure I got her name correct. Josie Harris. My condolences goes out to the Josie Harris family, to Mayweather's his children, and everybody that loved and supported and were her friends. My condolences goes out to all of them. Um, I'm gonna tell you something that I just really just really dislike about the whole domestic violence situation, just in general. You can, if you are a man, get a domestic violence charge for restraining a female. If there's nobody around that could verify that you was just with, you ever tried to restrain somebody? People hurt themselves when you try to restrain them. When you try to hold the person down to prevent them from doing something and they're trying to get free, people hurt themselves. I'm always an advocate of, if you, and I don't know what happened in this particular situation, and I'm not trying to talk bad about either Mayweather nor the deceased, but if you're in a situation where you have to restrain somebody, the best thing to do might be to leave the vicinity, because restraining, you ever tried to I've restrained people before, and I'm letting you know right now, sometimes people get more hurting themselves than you actually doing anything to them, because they're trying to get free. They're shaking. I was trying to restrain somebody one time where I was trying to prevent some girl I was dating from walking away, and she we was breaking up at the moment, and I had more to say. I was keeping it on stack with you. I had more to say. I was trying to explain. Y'all guys know what the fuck I'm talking about. I was just trying to explain. She was trying to go walk over to where all the group of gang members was, so she could get them to whoop my ass. I didn't do nothing to her, by the way. That's just what she was trying to do at the moment. So I'm trying to explain. Um, she ended up falling. She didn't get hurt or nothing like that, but she ended up falling, and swear to God that no, you fell because I was trying to restrain you. That was it. That was all that was happening. Same argument. She slapped the shit out of me, I think once or twice. I did not hit her. I just want to throw that out there. Um, so restraining could be good or bad. Sometimes you just gotta walk away, man. It just is what it is. Straining could be good or bad. You could restrain somebody and they hurt themselves more than you hurt them. Um, but he went over to our house at 3 o'clock in the morning. So 9 times out of 10, he went over there for all the smoke. So I don't even believe that. I don't believe Floyd on that, by the way. I just want to throw that out there. I don't believe Floyd's story. She's at home. Did they live together? If they didn't live together, what in the hell was he just coming over at 3 o'clock in the morning to choke her out or whatever the hell happened? Josie had 3 kids with Mayweather. Nothing since happened to the kids. That was weird. Story Floyd told about the incident. Their son ran out of the house scared as fuck to get help for their mother. Yeah, she could Google bad. Well, I used to do security also. I used to do security in homeless shelters. I used to do security in men's homeless shelters, family homeless shelters, and women's homeless shelters. And I am gonna tell you, there's way more fights in women's homeless shelters than in family homeless shelters than anywhere. Women fight way more than men. Don't let nobody lie to you. Everybody always want to make it seem like the men fight more. Women fight way more than men. It ain't even close. In the women's homeless shelter, there was fights every day. In the family homeless shelter, there was fights every day. In the women homeless shelter, you might go 2 or 3 days without a fight. In the men's homeless shelter, you could go a whole week. You could go 2, 3 weeks, no fights. A little arguing here and there, but nothing physical. The women's homeless shelter, there's a physical incident every day. The men's homeless shelter, there's a physical incident. The women's homeless shelter is a physical incident every other day. Women fight way more than men, man. That's a fact. Don't let nobody lie to you. Floyd said he got a call. She was drugged out, acting crazy. That's why he was there. Okay. Gully Boy said my girl is Italian and crazy. Just leave when she gets her angry Italian episodes. Ain't worth. I used to date an Italian girl. That's the girl that was gonna burn all my clothes up and cut the wires out the back of my computer. And he used to give me a whole bunch of money. that was her. That was her. She was Italian. She said she was Italian mixed with black. Well, what the hell do I know? Let's get back to the baby conversation. We don't know enough about this currently. This is still a developing story. More information we find out about it, the more information I report to y'all about it. Let's do it like that. All right. So let's move off of this. It's too early in the morning to have our souls be weighed down this heavy, especially right after the Pop Smoke situation happened. We need time for healing. I don't know no way to put it. So let's move on to this baby story because that's funny. I think that the baby story is funny. I think the baby is gonna get himself caught up in some mess because he's just out here swinging at people. Imagine if that was Floyd Mayweather's daughter. That's messed up to say, but I think men do like crazy women. I'm gonna give it a stack with you because most of my favorite females that I've ever dated in my life, with the except for one, no, she was crazy. Anyway, so let's talk about the baby situation. We do can't be. I don't know. I like. Okay, so I don't even want to talk about what I like. I'm never gonna get what I like. The type of woman I like exists. She's everywhere, but I'm just never gonna get into a conversation with her. So it's a wrap. Um, no, I like. Okay, so majority of the females I've dated in my life thinks I have like I'm a smooth talker. I don't think I am, but they swear up and down I'm a smooth talker. And they get so mad at me because apparently I refuse to use those capabilities. So yeah, it is what it is. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. Anyway, let's talk about the baby situation. The baby. We'll talk about this Floyd Mayweather thing maybe tonight after I get more information. Anyway, because there's no information out except for the fact that she was found deceased. She was found dead. There's no other information out currently. So let's wait until they do some kind of investigation before we just start reporting stuff. How about that? DaBaby. Okay, first of all, she said DaBaby hit like a bitch. Am I wrong for thinking that? No, no. Some females just want to fight, and they're comfortable fighting their man as long as they know that their man. Like if you were a woman that likes to fight, and she know that you're not gonna actually hurt her, she's gonna be picking fights with you all the time, homeboy. What you talking about? It's safe. It's a safe place. She could get into a physical confrontation with you, a tussle with you. She don't got to worry about you trying to shoot her. She don't got to worry about you trying to stab her. You ain't gonna break no bones. You ain't gonna mess her face up. So she want to get into physical confrontations and get rowdy and stuff like that. That gets her juices boiling. That's how some females are. What the fuck? I can't be the only one that think this. First of all, this ain't the first female to get hit at a baby event. Remember when his bodyguard knocked that other chick out? Look, see, Grab even admits that's her. That's just how women are, man. You get when you get the female that she likes to fight and she likes to tussle. As long as she know you're not gonna hurt her, she gonna be extra. What the hell? Um, a couple of things I want to point out. Just because somebody is a man, that does not mean that they hit hard. She basically just said that DaBaby hit like a bitch. Now I 100 don't believe that he broke his hand hitting Cam Cohart. Remember when they was like, "Yo, he hit Cam Cohart. He had a broke hand." I want and no, I don't dislike DaBaby, but I'm gonna tell you two ways you get your hand broke. The first way is you don't know how to throw a punch. That's one way to get your hand broke. Another way is just smashing it with something. Just the actual smashing of your hand with something. So those are the two ways that you get your hand broke. Not knowing how to throw a punch, right? Not knowing how to throw a punch, and just literally just smashing your hand. Those are two ways you can get your hand busted. So from the evidence that we have so far of DaBaby, I mean, I don't think dudes. I'm not trying to discredit his manhood. He wants all the smoke. I'm not saying nothing about his manhood, but it sounds to me like he doesn't know how to throw a punch. He doesn't know how to hit. That's what it sounds like to me. He doesn't know how to hit. He doesn't know how to throw a punch, and apparently he doesn't know how to slap. Let's also be happy he didn't hurt the woman. Let's just be clear on that. Everybody's happy she didn't get hurt. She went to the hospital with a contusion. She went to the hospital because she got hit and it was a little bit of swelling. But now she has the paperwork and now she can sue him. I mean, look, I'm not one of those people that's an advocate for you do something to a celebrity so now you go sue them. But if she was not the one that did the whole camera thing and he slapped her, I guess I'm on her side. I don't know what to tell you. Yeah, no disrespect to nobody, but she didn't even use the kid. She's not even the one that hit him with the camera. So I don't know how I feel about that. I think he should have extended himself. I think that apology he gave was bullshit. That's just my opinion. But I think he meant some of the apology. I think he meant for it to be an apology. But another thing people got to understand is if you don't have a certain level of humbleness, you can't apologize. I don't even care if you feel sorry. If you don't know how to emit empathy or sympathy or compassion, your apologies is always gonna sound like shit. Yeah, she did. I don't know what he did. I don't know. She could be just over exaggerating. But at the end of the day, they have to figure out a way to handle him better. Um, So I was walking out in the street the other day. I'm gonna tell you the two different types of people I run into. So I was walking in the street the other day. People recognize Jack Frost a little bit. Salute to everybody that pull up on me and be like, "What's up?" So I'm walking in the street, see a construction worker guy. I walk past the truck. I'm going to go do whatever I'm doing. He's like, "Yo, yo." So what y'all have to understand is a lot of times when people yell out to me and I turn around, um, just for future reference for anybody that do that, I'm turning around with the understanding is I don't know if this person is friend or foe. And the only reason why I'm turning around is if this person is a person that likes the channel, I don't want to ignore them. If this is a person, if this is one of you that come to the channel, y'all like this channel, y'all support, I just don't know how you look. I don't want you to be calling me in the middle of the street and I walk and I see you and I'm like, that might be a fucking troll and I just keep going. So I got to turn around and I have to kind of got to interact with you in some level. But when I turn around and interact, I'm not going to lie. I turn around with the understanding that this motherfucker might try to stab me. It might be on and popping. I'm just keeping it whole stack. But at the same time, this person might be somebody that supports the movement. So I got to give them that opportunity that if there is somebody that actually fucks with what we doing over here, that I stop and I talk to you for a couple of minutes. You know what I'm saying? If you want to take a selfie or whatever, we could do that. I doubt it. But if you want to like chop it up with me for a few minutes, we could talk. You want to ask me a couple of questions, yeah, we could do that. So I say all that to say, people, there's different ways that you have to interact with people. I couldn't imagine at this point having to interact with 1,000 physical people at one moment. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm not even gonna pretend to know what any of these individuals is going to. F that, my name's Jack Frost, not yo. Keep walking. They don't be saying yo, but you get what I'm saying. You're a funny guy. Um, yeah, I usually turn around and I told you about the young lady that accidentally knocked on my door the other day. I had to go to the door. She had to think I wanted to fight or some shit. Cause I mean, I'm like, I go to the door. I'm like, yo, what you knocking on my door? Like I'm just so I just when I'm in my zone and I'm doing whatever I'm doing in my own personal space, like I do not like being interrupted. I do not like being interrupted. Um, with all that being said, um, with all that being said, this lady is going to try to sue DaBaby at some point, and if DaBaby don't figure out a way to be able to go to his events, to be able to go to his concerts, um, if DaBaby don't figure out a way to be able to do these things, I'm sorry, I just don't see this. I don't see him not just having a long career, but I don't see anyone being able to go through what he's going through right now. This thing sustains over the course of a whole entire year, and it don't come out bad for them on the other side. Because it just seems like shit is it's not escalating, but it's going up and down, up and down, up and down. They have to figure out a way to get him to be able to go to events, to get him to be able to be as fan friendly as he want to be, and also have his safety protected, and put him in such a situation where he doesn't feel like these people are attacking him. That's a fact, G's up. Depending on how you say in New York, depending on how you say what's up, it does means you want to fight. We have a lot of words that mean multiple things in New York. I don't know about other places. Like I know they got John down in Philly that they use, and that could be like any person, place, a thing, or whatever the case might be, any kind of noun. But in New York, like we have a lot of different words that, depending on how that shit is said, it means different things. I think that has a lot to do. We have a lot of Latin culture is in New York. Like that's another reason why I get upset at people when they try to say Puerto Ricans and Dominicans aren't part of the culture. A lot of Puerto Ricans and Dominicans, just Latin culture, is here in New York City. And if you speak Spanish, one of the things that you do know is that there's a lot of words in Spanish that, depending on how you use that single word, it has different meanings. And we definitely operate that way in New York City. We go by the tone, not the word. That's a fact, big hats. It go by the tone. That's a fact. Um, who thinks she should sue DaBaby? Let's do a quick vote. Who thinks she should sue DaBaby? You think she should sue DaBaby? You don't think she should sue DaBaby? You think she should just move on and accept any type of oh, one more thing before we go any further. I think the main reason why she came out and said something is because DaBaby did that bullshit with Michael Blackison. Hold on, we're gonna hold off on the vote real quick. I think the real reason why she came out is because DaBaby went and made that damn Michael Blackson video. He just needs some. Yo, I'm not gonna lie. A lot of these rappers, they just need some public relations people so bad. Like they just need a person or group that they could just call and be like, we have an issue. How do you think we should handle it? Because that Michael Blackson skit was terrible idea. No, it wasn't funny. It was a terrible idea. It was of no class. And if she do sue him, that shit's gonna show up in court. If she sue him, they're gonna use that in court. If not for nothing else, he's already lost the lawsuit because of that Michael Blackson skit. So I don't even understand. I don't understand these guys. Michael Blackson has a skit. Somebody send it to me. Somebody send me that Michael Blackson skit. Aw. Somebody send me that Michael Blackson skit. Let me go check on DaBaby's page real quick for everybody that didn't see it. He don't got it on his page. I don't know where it's at. Somebody got to find that Michael Blackson skit for me. I don't know where it's at. But somebody DM it to me. It's not funny. I'm telling you right now. I'm telling you right now. If she decides to sue him, I'm telling you that's gonna be in court. I'm telling you that's gonna be in court. Somebody just send me the damn link. Why can't y'all just? Why y'all everybody telling me where it's at? My DMs is right there. Send me the damn link. Stop telling me. I love you niggas. When he go to court, I say send me the damn thing instead of sending it to me. Everybody telling me where it's at. If I'm looking for it, that means that I'm gonna be preoccupied and I'm not gonna be doing the show. So when you send me the thing, that means that I could keep going with the show and just do the thing. It makes sense. But he definitely 100%. He's gonna 100%. Um, he needs somebody. A lot of these rappers just need somebody that when they get in one of those emotional moments, when they feel that they're right and they want to respond, that they could just call and talk to and say, "Yo, look, this is the thing I plan to do." If he called me up and be like, "Yo, I plan on doing this skit with Michael Blackson. It's gonna be funny," I was gonna be like, "Nope." What the hell are you talking about? It's gonna be funny. You know she's gonna sue you at some point, right? Are you trying to help? Are you trying to help her sue? You know, at some point she's gonna sue you. You know what? Let's not do the Michael Blackson skit. You know what skit would even be better? The skit where you physically find out who she is, show up at her house physically and apologize. That skit will be the best skit. No, it's gonna be settled out of court. She's gonna sue him. He's gonna settle. If she sues him, he'd be dumb to go to court. Yeah, there's no telling. He might go to court. Because I'm looking at some of the things that these rappers do that just don't make sense to me. And I think, like I told you, a lot of this shit got to do with ego. A lot of the shit that go on has to do with the fact that people don't want to admit, or people don't want to be at earth level. Sometimes, in order for people to believe that they're as good as other people think that they are, they have to also believe that they are owed something, that they are that they have to believe that they're better than you. You understand what I'm saying? I think that's one of the reasons why I come off the way that I do, because I don't think I'm better than anybody. You understand what I'm saying? I literally be meeting people, and I think sometimes I throw individuals off, like especially like individual I might meet that might be in a business. I think sometimes I throw individuals off because I mean I'm just like whatever. Like I'm just like this. You understand what I'm saying? Like I'm not trying to prop myself up to nothing. You know, like I think when you prop yourself up most of the time, you're just exposing your weaknesses, or you're explaining to the rest of the universe that you are less. So therefore you have to seem like you're more. Um Real quick, I'm not talking about DaBaby when I say that, by the way. Real quick, something I wanted to say. I think a big problem is people don't understand the difference between bragging and having confidence. I think a lot of times nowadays people misinterpret when an individual is bragging and think that that's an individual with confidence. You do know most of the time that people brag, they're not bragging because they feel that they're better. They're bragging because they feel like they're less. You get that? Most of the time somebody is bragging, they're not bragging because they feel like they're better than you. They're bragging because they feel like they're less than you. And they have to let you know that they also have value. So I think people are misinterpreting or misunderstanding, or we don't currently in this day and age that we live in have a clear understanding of what the difference between bragging is and an individual having confidence. So often when you see a person that has confidence and they're not bragging, people assume that they lack confidence. Like, they no, don't lack confidence. I just don't feel like I need to be standing around all day talking about things that make me stand out from another individual, unless it's topic of conversation. Anyway, One Nation said he did send her invitation to meet up with him. He will fly her out. Yeah, fly out. That make her happy and shit. He might have to give her some dick too. You see how she look? Part of my language. Part of my language. That might be part of the deal. That might be part of the deal. That might be part of the deal. Hold on. Let's look at her again. Here we go. One more. Yo, they got the baby right there. What's up, big dog? No, he just want a picture. It's cool. He just want a photo. He cool, baby. He cool. He cool. He cool. I want a picture of my nigga. That's what niggas do when they want pictures. Blast. I want a picture of your face, my nigga. Just wanted a photo of your face, man. Call the police. The nigga trying to kill me. Baby. I don't know what to tell you. That was terrible. But that was just terrible. But yo, she might go out there and try to get DaBaby to pipe her out. Like, look, man, this she might come out there like DaBaby gonna go in the room and shit. Let me tell you what's gonna happen. So DaBaby's gonna fly out and shit. He gonna have her with her own room and everything, right? So DaBaby is gonna be like calling on the jack, like yeah, da. She's gonna be like, oh well, come over to the room real quick. I want to show you this thing. He gonna get there. She gonna be laid on the bed like this. She gonna be laid on the bed like this with the damn with the damn papers that she gotta sign to sue him, laying on her chest like this, butt naked. She gonna be on the bed, yo. The baby gonna walk in. Oh man, the baby gonna walk in. She gonna be laid on the bed like this with the papers she gotta sign so she can sue him. These are the papers the lawyer gave her. These are the papers the lawyer gave her. They're gonna be laid out on her chest like this. She's gonna be on the bed like this. butt naked, waiting for the baby, yo. You know what the baby's gonna say? I'm getting too old for this shit. That's gonna be funny as shit. The baby just gonna walk in and you're gonna see. This is how they're gonna film it. The baby gonna be at the door, right? The baby's gonna be at the door, right? And the door, she gonna be like, I don't know how she sounded. I mean, I just heard her, but I don't remember. But she sounded real feminine. So she's gonna be like, come in, or whatever the fuck. And then the baby's gonna come in and walk in. You're just gonna, all we're gonna do is see the baby standing while the door is slowly closing. And we're gonna see the back of the baby and her on the bed. You're gonna be able to see her on the bed, and baby, the door's just gonna be closing real slow. And she gonna be like, I'm trying to think of a real slick line, like one of those 80s one-liners. They had a ton of dope one-liners in the 80s. I can't think of one right now. Usually I could. I can't right now though. But yeah, that's what she's gonna do. Fly out the baby. You're gonna have to pipe her out for this one. That's how you're gonna avoid that lawsuit, homie. She says she didn't hit him with the phone. She's saying that it was the girl next to her that accidentally did it. It's gonna be dumb funny. She's gonna be sitting there with the paperwork on her chest. Wait, who's the victim? Who's the victim? Because I'm definitely not shaming her. I am definitely not shaming her. I'm saying like this, go for it, baby girl. You know damn well when you showed up to that concert that you got slapped in, that was your dream, that was one of your wishes, that would have made your night go perfect if the baby would have invited you on stage and then to the back and then would have had his way with you. So now you got him in a precarious situation. I'm making jokes and shit like that, but if some dude did that to a woman, we wouldn't be able to laugh. We wouldn't be able to laugh at it. We could only laugh because it's a woman doing it to theoretically doing it to a man. If it was a dude doing it to a woman, we can laugh at this shit. Right? If it was a dude, see how everybody that was laughing, right? That's right. We gonna Me Too movement, y'all motherfuckers. What do you think? what, what do you think Harvey Weinstein was doing to those women? They was coming in the room. Just he ain't have he had a contract though. He didn't have the trying to sue you papers. He had the you want to work in his movie papers laid out on his chest while he like this on the bed. Yeah, she said she didn't hit him and was him and with somebody else, but who knows? At the end of the day, you just can't lash out and hit people. You understand what I'm saying? I think I don't know. You said DaBaby's 5'6". No, maybe he's a short dude. Like not for nothing, just so we could be clear on something. People like talking about how short people got Napoleon complexes. Nah, short people be having to fight for a lot of shit. For short people, them short people that you might run into that do a lot of arguing and everything, they've been fighting for all they respect their whole life. And don't say I just directed the flick. They've been fighting for their respect their whole life. Let's stop getting upset at people who might be short and how quick they might a temper they might have. They might have a reason to have a quick temper. It was a crowd, big hats. It was a crowd. It was a crowd there. There was like 3 other people standing in that exact same vicinity that could have also had got hit. It's a crowd. Come on now. I don't know if it was or wasn't her. I'm saying that she said it wasn't her. I don't know if it was her or not. What up, Lucci? And also, the shorter you are, the better your center of gravity is. Also, that's probably one of the reasons why most gymnasts are pretty short. I don't know. That whole situation was crazy. Shout out to DaBaby. I hope it works out for him. Hope they figure out some figure out a way to get that shit to work. Hopefully he don't get sued. Hopefully he could stop having these situations where these outbursts happen. Don't forget, he's actually responsible for two people's deaths. Uh, the individual that tried to rob him inside the Walmart, I believe, that got everything that he was asking for, if that was the case, because he got killed. And then the individual that asked for a picture. And it was a dude. DaBaby didn't want to give him a picture, and that guy ended up getting beat up, and then a hematoma. Um, Not a hematoma. He ended up getting bleeding on his brain, where he ended up going home after the hospital released him, and he ended up dying. So besides that, DaBaby's bodyguard also punched another girl recently at a show. So I don't know. Maybe he is getting targeted. I don't know, but it could also just be that he's extremely sensitive. Like, that's sensitive. Every single thing that happens has to be met with violence and force. Like, that's not life. Sometimes shit just happen. You don't have to meet it with violence. You don't have to meet it with force. Sometimes shit just happens. People with short tempers are usually extremely sensitive. That's a fact. The sensitivity is why their tempers are short. That's a fact. You're not going to meet somebody that has a short temper that isn't sensitive, that don't care. How can you have a short temper if you don't care? The more you care, the shorter your temper's going to be. I think at this point, okay, so this is the problem. I'm going to explain something. This is the problem that the music industry has, right? They have these incredible artists like DaBaby, right? Incredible artists. They're putting out good music. They got great energy. They have a big following. Incredible artists. But they have a drawback that you're like, we got to get rid of this drawback. This thing about this particular individual is hurting their career and hurting their marketability. And right now we're getting through it, but in the long run, it could really be something bad. But this is what the people that is handling this individual's career got to consider. If this aspect of the individual changes, does that fundamentally change who the person is, thus changing their ability to be marketed? So do you really want DaBaby to go to anger management or whatever the hell? Because that shit is gonna change. If it works, it's gonna change who he is fundamentally. And by changing who he is fundamentally, that's gonna change his music. That's gonna change the way he interacts with his fans. That's gonna change his shows. It's gonna change everything. Flower Bloom says he need to have better security. Plus, when you have a show, they need to announce that no photos. The photos wasn't the problem. The problem was he got hit in the face. And with the other dude, he could have gave that guy a photo. I think he just got gay vibes off the dude or some shit. I don't know. We live in a weird time where a lot of people who aren't gay get classified as being gay because there are literally so many gay people out there that are pretending to not be gay. If that makes sense. I'm just explaining to you. If he takes anger management, it might fundamentally change who he is. He might not have the same energy he has that makes his fans like him. It's just not as simple as people think it is. Imagine if DMX made one song and then decided he was going to go to anger management, and then all of a sudden now he's going to stop yelling on his tracks after his first song. Let's say first album. DMX drops his first album. After DMX drops his first album, he has a situation. He goes to anger management. They cure him of whatever anger and or drug problems that he might have. You think he's putting out that same music later? You know that's why rappers' music change, right? Because you were broke. Now you're not broke no more. Now you actually have money. Now you have different experiences. Now your life is changing. When your life starts changing and it changes, you are now fundamentally a different person. So therefore, you put out different music. This is the thing that kills me when people try to talk about like how Jay-Z music is different from when he first came out. It should be, because he should be a different person. Nope, I'm not doing that challenge with guys is dressing up like women. That is not my thing. So shout out to that. Y'all can flip whatever switch y'all want to flip. Ain't flipping this one. Thank you. Why not? That would be crazy, right? We would not have DMX as we know it. So sometimes you can't think about fundamentally changing the artist. You got to think about the things that you could change around the artist to allow that artist to still emanate that same energy, to still radiate that same energy, but also have him protected and have the people protected from him. Well, women just like getting guys to dress up in women's clothing for the most part, man. They think that shit is, they just like that shit. I don't know. Not all women, obviously, but some women just like men dressing up in women's clothing. I don't get it, but you know, whatever. Yeah, you said DMX would have started barking like a chihuahua instead of a pit bull. Possibly. That is extremely possible. I know that was a joke though. He wouldn't have been doing that. He probably wouldn't even have been barking no more. If he would have came out meowing, that would have been it. That would have been it. If DMX would have went to some kind of like drug counseling or um anger management right after his first jump off or first album, and he would have came back and on his next album he would have been meowing and hissing, that would have been it. No rapper would have ever went to counseling. No rapper would have ever went to counseling. I would have never. No one would have ever went to counseling. It's hard to change the behavior and keep the same brand. You understand what I'm saying? Because by changing the behavior by itself, you're changing what the brand represents. That's why branding is so important. That's why the other day we was having a conversation. The other day we was having a conversation on here with Will Cornish. Shout out to Will Cornish. So the other day we was having a conversation on here with Will Cornish, and we was basically discussing artists. A specific artist we was discussing was Meg Thee Stallion, and we was discussing how her particular brand it 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 has a life expectancy. Like Meg Thee Stallion, 6 years from now, she's still talking about shaking her booty and twerking. Come on, man, it's just not gonna work. Now somebody else could come out and be doing the shaking the booty twerking, but she is gonna have to have elevated before then. You understand what I'm saying? So the point in which I'm making is that when you have an artist and you do start rebranding and you do start changing aspects of them, you want to change aspects to something that's going to be more have more longevity, not something that's going to die out quicker. You understand what I'm saying? A lot of people get in the ring. A lot of people get in the ring because of a fad. But depending on why you got in the ring and what gets you in the ring and what keeps you in the ring is two different things. I don't know if he should go to I don't know if he should go to any type of anger management. I think he needs better people controlling his social media. That's a fact. They literally need that's the first thing they need to do is they need to tell like look, DaBaby, you can't put nothing on, so this is what they need to tell him. This is a whole fact. Whoever his marketing team is, whoever his management is. I'm telling you what they need to tell him. For the foreseeable future, you cannot upload shit to your own social media. You send it to us, and we'll see if we gonna upload it. Because right now you're going through it. We're having a situation with you and your career. We don't know how big of a deal this is, but we want to treat it with the proper importance. This young lady might try to sue us. We do not want to be known as the woman beating rapper. We don't want to be known as that. This is the second situation where a female came to your show and got hurt. Your fan base is largely female. So, you know what we want to do? We're going to see if we can get Shania Latham to be in your next video. We're going to make a video. We're going to see if we can get Shania Latham to be in. I mean, I'm going way off the deep end right now. But right now, he had a video, and he put like a Shania Latham in the video with him. You have a Nia Long in the video with him. I'm literally doing people's jobs right now. You get a Shania Latham to put her in the video with him. You get a Nia Long, you put him in the video with him. You got to get the girl that got hit in the phone with the face. She got to be in the video. And in the video, right in the beginning of the video, just have him just give a sincere apology to her. That's it. It's that simple. And then you have all these queens in the video. I respect women. I respect strong women. This was a situation that happened. I regret it. Go get homegirl from Empire. I don't know why I can't. Taraji from Empire. It has nothing to do with how they're physically looking, Prince to Amir. He needs to go get some powerful black women to be in the video with him. It has very little to do with how they physically look. And yes, I just happen to name some attractive black women. But you want to get some black women that when other black women look at them, they see strength and power. He can't get it. I don't think he's not going to be, he's definitely not going to be able to get a Beyonce. He's not going to be able to get a Rihanna. If I was his people, I would not let him go on the fucking red table. If he goes on the red table, that's going to be it. You think he going to, do you know how smart Jada Pinkett is? You really send him? I wouldn't send him to the red table unless Jada Pinkett, we had a deal under the table where you going to make my guy look good. Unless you got a deal under the table where you going to make my guy look good, I'm not sending him to, you know how smart Jada Pinkett is? Y'all keep fucking around with these smart people and get interviewed by these smart people that don't like you. Or might not like you. You keep fucking around like that. You're going to end up like R. Kelly when he was interviewed by Gayle King. He hit a woman in the face who quite possibly could not even be the woman that hit him in the face. She can't. I don't know how I say it. I say it the way I say it. She can't not flame him for that. Her whole entire show is about woman empowerment. She can't have a man who hit a woman come on her show and not give him the business. That will be literally going against her platform. Definitely wouldn't invite him. He's not big enough to get on there anyway, in my opinion. He got to put a couple of more years in to get to that table. That's just a different table, yo. Yeah, she gonna roast that dude. What the fuck? I'm just not good at pronouncing names. I say Jada. It is what it is. I don't know what I say. I probably say it different every time I say it. Anyway, yeah. Snoop didn't even put a hand on Gayle King. You want to think he want to go on Jada's show and he actually put it? Come on, man. Stop trying to mess that man's career up. Stay away from her. Don't even do an interview on it, to be honest with you. Wait until your next rollout. And then when you got to do an interview and you know people are going to ask you about it, wait till then. Don't even interview about this. Because there's nothing he can say. He's already messed up by putting out the shit that he already put out. If he didn't do the Michael Blackson skit, if he didn't come out and say this, that give that fake ass fucking apology, if he didn't do any of that, I say go do an interview. But he's already put out so much shit already on social media that he can't really do an interview now. Because he's already backed himself in the corner. Whoever interviews him is gonna have to, if they don't do their job, then they're gonna lose their credibility. They're gonna go on the red tape. Get out of here. His next interview is gonna be with his lawyer, and then the interview after that might be with the people that they gotta pay. What up, sons to fathers? Charlie Santana said, and she just now. First of all, Jada looked like she hung out with street dudes her whole life. All right, Jada's Jada. Do y'all remember her on his next interview with the cops? Do y'all remember her when she was on A Different World? She was the tomboy on A Different World. Am I correct? That was Jada Smith, right? That was Jada Pinkett, right? That was when she was on a Different World. She was the tomboy, right? I love tomboys. She was the tomboy, right? Yeah, she is from B-Mo. She went to school with Tupac. They was in the same school for a while. So nobody is gonna tell me who she was on A Different World, right? Hold on. Yo, what in the hell? I hate what look. Since I come, I know I age well. I'm looking at people and shit. I'm like, you know what? I aged pretty good with my Danny Glover ass. I'm keeping it a stack. She was Gina on the show. Yeah, she was Gina, but was that the tomboy girl? I can't remember if that was the tomboy girl or not. She was Lena on the show, not Gina, not Lena, not Gina, Lena. I can't remember if that was the tomboy girl or not though. Was that the tomboy girl? I know she was fire though. That's a fact. I'm too old for this shit. I'm getting too old for this shit. Danny Glove out here. Okay, if you're gonna, we're not making fun of Danny Glove over here. Y'all can make fun of what y'all want to. Lewis, I'm gonna erase this comment. You say that shit at home, DZ. Danny Glauber. I don't know what the hell that was supposed to mean. So we're not doing that. All right, we're not doing that. My landlord's so pissed off. he's like Jack down there not dying. Oh, he's so mad. Then I'm trying to tell you, Danny Glove out this bitch. Hold on. I'm getting too old for this shit. Yeah, they just be mad at me. Like, it's crazy. Like, if you really find out why the people that don't like me, it don't never make no sense. Like, they don't really ever got a reason. Like, there's never no actual reason. Yeah, we got to get merch on it. This is like, okay. So hold on. I want to tell you some super funny shit. So, I don't know nobody that looks like Rakes, or I don't know nobody that's getting accused of looking like Rakes. Let me tell you something real funny. So, there's another channel. Shout out to Let's Talk About It, right? Shout out to Mr. Sex Money. So in the Let's Talk About It channel, a while back, a long time ago, that he had somebody call in that hate me on the internet, been stalking me on the internet. Right now, they've been stalking me on the internet. I think maybe like almost what's it been, like a year, maybe like 6, 7 months. They just stalking me. I don't know. I don't know what their problem is. Grown men. So he had one of them on the show, and they was like, "Yo, why do you not like Jack?" He didn't even have a reason. He just keeps saying, you know why. He didn't even have a reason. The people that don't like me, they don't even got a reason. That's the shit that they don't even got a reason. They just don't like me. I don't know. This shit is crazy. Anyway, actually that sounds kind of dope. The Mexican version, Let's Taco About It. That's actually kind of dope, Lewis. I know you're trying to make a joke, but that's actually dope. So that shit is just hilarious to me. I don't know what to tell you. Anyway, shout out to Boston. He said already Trey. Let's taco about it. That's a dope ass idea. But that's like a lot of people don't, y'all might not notice, but a lot of times we have these interactions. We're actually brainstorming. So a lot of people don't know how to have a brainstorming session. I'm always having brainstorming sessions with y'all. By the way, by the way, you feel me? I'm always having brainstorming sessions with y'all. I try to do that with people like I know, like not for nothing. Like I'll like be with somebody that I know have their own business or they doing their own thing. Um, a verbal trademark, and I'll try to do like brainstorming sessions with them, and they just be looking at me like they don't be knowing what the fuck I'm doing. I be like thinking to myself, like, don't you do this? Like, how do you come up with your ideas? God dang it! I know all the chicks hate this girl because this does not look. This looks completely real. All of the chicks hate her. All of the women, all of the females hate her. That shit looks completely real. Um, what time we got? Yeah, we're going on an hour and a half. Um, we're always doing brainstorming sessions, man. I'm always throwing out random things in order to elicit thought. I'm always saying random things in order to elicit thought. Anyway, it's kind of like the same thing. Like you ever go to, you go somewhere and then like you get an interview for something. They say, if I say this word, what do you think next? And be like candy, be like cane, butterscotch, like you know what I'm saying. Rihanna, Jack Frost, like where you at, baby? You know what I mean? Anyway, we're gonna call it a day. We about an hour and a half in. I definitely appreciate everybody for pulling up. Um, a couple of things I want to say before we go out though, and that is I 100% do not. I'm against DaBaby's antics and his actions and what he's been doing or accused of doing as far as the physical altercations that he's having with his fans at his shows. Um, It's kind of similar to what the NBA young boy go through. Um, but this is something that I want to say, and I think that this gets lost on people. Sometimes celebrities get it right. You're a part of their community. You want to see them succeed. You show up. You support. They get it. But you also have to understand the demands that are somebody else have to keep that you don't necessarily have to fall under. You don't know what type of situation DaBaby probably went through in the back. You don't know what type of threats people probably. Almost all celebrities get death threats, right? Like this is almost all celebrities get death threats, especially if you're on social media. So you don't know what the other person, what the celebrity that you might want to get an autograph from or a picture from. Um, you don't know. You understand? You don't know what they're going through. You don't know what happened to them in their life that day that might make them think that their life might be in danger. That might make them a little bit more quick to the draw. And when you're talking about a rap artist, especially somebody like DaBaby, who has a history of situations and altercations, I don't think we should be so hard on him. That's the point I'm trying to make. Um, Jay got an animate says you are still ducking me in DJ Bandana Black in 2K20. One, I'm pretty sure I'm not ducking anyone. Goosing maybe, but I'm pretty sure I'm not ducking anyone. I wouldn't be goosing any of y'all guys either. DJ Bandana Black know where to reach me. I'm free today between 5:30 and 5:45. That's not enough time for a game, is it? Anyway, point being is a lot of times people don't understand what individuals that are in the public eye go through. I started the show off by telling you about the bullshit that I have to deal with involving my landlord. I gotta just deal with it just don't make sense. But at the end of the day, when people see me or my landlord, they don't know that he's secretly trying to make my life hell. They don't know that he has like some kind of weird obsession with me where nobody is allowed to be my friend if I'm not his friend. Like that's basically what it is. My landlord's thing is no one is allowed to be my friend unless I'm his friend. So he could then go talk shit about me behind my back and people can believe it because I'm being friendly with him. So so shout out to that. I don't know what to tell you. But you don't never know what somebody else is going through. And that's something that I try to hit on every single day. You don't never know what the next person is going through. You only know what you going through. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck his problem is, to be honest with you. All I know is that he's mad as shit because I won't be his friend. That's it. Um, that's why I assume it is, because I don't never do nothing to the guy. I don't go around the guy. I don't cause no problems anywhere. I mind my business. So the only way that he could possibly have a problem with me is if he's upset at me for not being friendly with him or not being his friend. Because I don't do nothing to him. It's the only logical way. And he literally said that to me. He said that like dead out of his mouth one day. Let me not leave that out. He said to me out of his mouth that the reason why he's mad at me is because I won't be his friend. That's crazy. You know what you're gonna do. No, I'm on PlayStation, PS4. Who's Lewis talking to? Lewis ain't say nothing about nobody getting killed. What are you talking about? Oh, he said I think McGregor killed her. I don't know what that's about. I don't y'all having a whole nother conversation. He might have put that into the wrong chat. Nobody's talking about anybody named McGregor. And Flower Bloom used to go to school with Danny Glover's daughter. You don't know why? Because he loved her. What the hell? He couldn't love her? I don't question why people marry people. He loved her. He loved Jada. He loved Jada. He married her. Just watch Will. He's trying to be funny. If he goes overboard, just time him out or hit him with bags. Whatever you think is appropriate. Oh, he's talking about Floyd Mayweather's ex. And he's making a joke saying that McGregor killed her. We don't make those. We don't make those type of jokes, Lewis. We don't make those. I know I spoke about it already. We don't make those type of jokes. We don't make jokes about people. Can we just kick Lewis? Just kick him. Just kick him. Can we just kick him? Somebody just hit Lewis with his bags. We're not doing that. This is not the Lewis show. Can we just kick him? This is not the Lewis show. I want him out. He thinks this is the Lewis show. Peace, Lewis. Enjoy your day, my brother. Can we get bags for Lewis, who thought this was the Lewis show? Who came in here making jokes about a woman that just died? If you make jokes about somebody dying, you're gonna get kicked. That's it. You making jokes about people dying, you're just gonna get kicked. That's it. Yeah, that's it. That's it. So shout out to him. You could go make that jokes about whoever you want to make jokes about now that we can't hear the shit you talking. How about that? See, that's what they do. So I just want to point out something to you. They do some shit that is just totally undisrespectful, and then they say sorry, Frost. Like that's okay. Nah, it's not okay. That lady just passed away. You making jokes about her death. That's just evil. Like that's not even. I can't think of another word to explain what that is other than evil. Honest with you. Yeah, that's just evil. You vibrating at a different frequency to us. You gotta go. That's just evil. Anyway, yeah, that's just evil. Anyway, we're gonna pull up out of here. But oh yeah, but that's why I was talking about that earlier. You don't never know what somebody is going through. Um, you just don't never know. You understand what I'm saying? You don't like. Okay, so I'm like personal experience me, right? So um y'all see me, I'm usually in a pretty good mood or whatever the case is. I get trolled 24/7. I don't know many people that can handle what I gotta go through. I literally get trolled 24/7. um the only time I'm not being trolled is when I'm sitting in my house watching TV and I don't got my phone and I'm not looking at social media. That's literally the only peace of mind that I get. If I go outside of my house, I got to deal with my landlord and the people in the neighborhood that help him try to oppress me. If I go on social media, I got to deal with those people that help the guy that tried to extort me, that I told the nigga to pull up. The guy that tried to extort me. So if I go on social media, I got the thousands of people that's trying to help that guy because he couldn't extort me. So like, you don't never know what somebody is going through. That's my point. So just because you see an individual on YouTube or you see an individual in music videos or you see an individual on television in movies or whatever the case is, you don't never really know what these individuals is going through. You understand what I'm saying? Just take that into consideration. And when we look at what DaBaby is doing, we don't know what kind of battles he's fighting. You get me? We don't know what kind of battles he's fighting. We don't know. So let's be a little bit more understanding towards the young man. Let's hope that he could mitigate his responses. If he could slow his responses up a little and maybe think twice and act once. Like that's usually, cut twice. Pardon me, measure twice, cut once. You understand what I'm saying? Maybe he could work on that a little bit. Shout out to the Juro with the $2 drop. He says new song Criminal produced by Infinity out now. Go check it out on Spotify. We all need positive role models, not just black men, New York urban legends. Stop being selfish. Black women need positive role models. White men need positive role models. Chinese men, everybody needs positive role models. What are you talking about? Charlie Santana said, "Damn, bro, you don't need." This is what you gotta understand, man. Some people, they just the way that they are. Some people are just evil. When you come across somebody that's just evil, don't. I don't negotiate with people. I think my landlord is straight evil. I think he's straight evil. That's just my opinion. I could be wrong. I think he's literally one of the most evil people I've ever met in my life. This is just my opinion. I could be wrong, but this is my opinion. There is no conversation that me and him could have where the shit don't persist. You understand what I'm saying? Because I'm not doing nothing to him now. I avoid him. He's everything I'm supposed to give him, he gets. Just so we can be clear. I avoid him. I stay to myself. I don't do nothing to nobody. I literally stay to myself. You understand what I'm saying? He's just evil. He's just an evil motherfucker. He talks shit about every single person in the neighborhood. Every single person in the neighborhood ain't shit to him. You feel me? And then they come right up to him and they talk to him and they be friendly with him. And then as soon as they walk away, he calling them all type of different bitch ass niggas and telling all of their business, whether it's real or fake, to whoever's ready to listen. Also, I'm not playing the victim, by the way. Let me just throw that out. Could I just throw that out? If you get hit by a car and you're talking to somebody about the fact that you got hit by a car, you are not playing the victim. Hold on, let me just clear this up for some people who are intellectually challenged. If you get shot by a gun and you're telling somebody about how you got shot by a gun, you are not playing the victim. You are actually a victim. If somebody is actively trying to destroy your life on social media and you tell somebody about it, you are not playing the victim. You are actually a victim. What in the fuck? We get bags. That John dude already got hit with his bags immediately. He's an idiot. How can you play the victim of something that actually happened? You know what playing the victim is? Hold on, this is what I mean by people be intellectually challenged. Y'all gotta start trying people on this shit. You know what playing a victim is? Something didn't happen to you, but you're complaining like it did. That's playing the victim. Not you got hit by a car and you telling somebody about how you got hit by the car, and then somebody else is like, stop playing the victim. Yo, I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm so serious, man. I'm not like I'm of average intelligence, right? I tell you day one, I'm of average intelligence. I'm not super smart. But I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I be seeing comments in here and I just be thinking to myself, like, maybe I'm smarter than I think I am because that motherfucker is stupid. I'm just keeping it a stack. I be thinking that. I be like, damn, like, cause I'm not one of those people that's like, I'm a genius. But I be like, damn. I see a comment and I be like, damn, maybe I'm smarter than I think I am. Because that motherfucker is stupid. Like, do you know how words work? The English language, how to put them together and make sentences? You can't be playing the victim. if somebody actually did something to you. So hold on. You know, I don't want to make a joke about that. That's too sensitive of a subject. So hold on. That's too sensitive of a subject. I don't want to make a joke. Why is the lighting dropping all of these emojis, by the way? What the hell was that about? Oh man, this shit is so funny. You can't play the victim if the person is doing the thing to you. Somebody can't stab you and then you say, I got stabbed, and they're like, he playing the victim. Like, what in the hell? Anyway, Jussie, if playing, that's a perfect example. Jussie Smollett is playing the victim. There you go. Thank you, Indo. That was the perfect example. Jussie Smollett is playing the victim. Nothing happened. Anyway, we're gonna pull up out of here. Dudes, it's just y'all don't understand, man. This should just be so funny to me. A lot of people don't have comprehension skills. That's a fact. But also, you gotta understand, like I was saying before. Actually, that person was a perfect example of what I talk about how people just hate me for no reason. That person didn't make a comment like that because he thought I was playing a victim. He made a comment like that is because he want people to think it's okay that people are trying to destroy or hurt me. You understand what I'm saying? Like that's how they do. So pay attention to that. That's why I pay very close attention to what people say when they speaking about other people, even more so sometimes than when they speaking about myself. Pay attention to what they say, man. Anyway, shout out to Queens, New York with the $50 drop, which is called the Platinum Drive. Shout out to Queens, New York with the Platinum Drive. Queen New York says you're a real dude. Keep it up. One day we will link up. Don't pay no attention to those dudes you help that come up with success. Don't pay no attention to those dudes you help that comes with success. I get it. Appreciate you, Queens, New York. Shout out to Joro has a new song out called Criminal. It's produced by Infinity. It's out now on Spotify. Go check it out. Um, that's all we got on this one. I definitely appreciate y'all. Everybody, please. If you got anybody, I know at night I tell you I got anybody that you love, hug them. But if you got anybody that you think needs a little bit of, you see them, they looking a little down today. You can see that they might need a little pick me up. Stop, talk to them. Sometimes people need somebody to talk to. Sometimes people have a lot of friends, but they don't have nobody that they can actually have a discussion with. Sometimes people got all the people in the world that they know, but they don't have nobody that they could just have a discussion with about shit that matter. You understand what I'm saying? Be that for somebody today. Be that person, or build a bond with somebody that an individual feels comfortable coming to you and talking to you if they need somebody to talk to. Be that type of friend. Also, go check out shout out to Natasha Johnson. She says back to my infamous Tekashi 6ix9ine story. Everybody go check out the Complex's the infamous Tekashi 6ix9ine story on Spotify. It was put together by my homie Sean Satoro. They have the legendary Angie Martinez narrating on it. She's the host of the program. Go check it out. I believe up to right now they have at least 7 episodes out. All of them are good. I'm in part 7. Shout out to that. And also, and this is just a tiny flex. If you listen to it, it basically confirms what we've been saying on the BBN since before this whole shit started. So shout out to that. Shout out to the fact that the BBN have been putting out the right intel, and shout out to the fact that there was at least 5 or 6 YouTube channels that were saying that we did not have facts and we actually had facts, proving that everybody who watches those channels are getting bad information. So shout out to y'all. I'm out. Like, comment, subscribe. Join the notification gang. Hashtag Bronx Bombers. Let's get it. I love y'all. Oh, whoops. Shout out to Rue Jones with the $5 drop. He just did it right before I started with the closing. Shout out to Rue Jones with the $5 drop. Definitely appreciate you. And he left no comment, so you know that means the Clint Eastwood eyes. Rue Jones is over there in the cut. The Clint Eastwood eyes, looking back and forth, seeing who hit a play. He got his hand on his revolver. He got his other hand on the glass of sarsaparilla. I'm not sure what sarsaparilla is, but they're always asking for those things. He has his other hand on a glass of sarsaparilla. Anyway, like, comment, subscribe. Join the notification gang. Hashtag Bronx Bombers. Let's get it. I love y'all. Take care of each other. Hug the kids for me. I haven't forgotten about you. And that's all I got on this one. I'm out.